Ready, Dunk?
Yeah, I cannot think of what to put in here.
You mean you've waited 2 weeks for another podcast and you've not prepared a joke? You're usually more prepared than this.
No, I know a joke. I'm writing
Duncan, what?
putting in your introductory.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Your introduction stuff. No,
Jesus
your
Christ.
ghostwriter's got to work for you.
Jesus wept.
Jesus wept, Duncan.
Fine, I'll take my content and go home. Fuck you guys.
This is Bush League.
This is Bush League. You want to sync it up first? Not first? No sync up?
YOLO.
What did the drummer call his twin daughters?
Badoom.
Rhythm and bass.
Anna 1, Anna 2.
Oh, very good. Makes me sad as a drummer. Hello and welcome to episode 33 of That's Class, a podcast about things we find class, hosted by three of your favourite class holes. As always, I'm Rory Gets Noob Surfers to Make Him Food Kid, joined by Duncan, I'm 30 and my knees hurt Malcolm, and Eddie, we despise that Horner Ashcroft.
I don't remember writing that.
I don't remember. Who wrote that?
Wow.
That's an early BPL podcast.
I'm telling you guys, he just reads whatever's on the teleprompter, okay? Do whatever you want up there. He'll read it.
He'll read it. I mean, straight off the bat, Eddie, you've watched episode 1. I've watched 2 episodes of Drive to Survive. He is a There's a scene in episode 1 where him and his wife are on a horse, chilling. And I'm like,
are they on
you
the same
didn't have
horse?
to.
I've not
No,
seen the
they're
show,
on
so
2 separate horses,
that's
having
a
an
shame.
interview, riding down a road, and it's like, just shut up.
Just fuck off.
You could be sat in your house, or in a dark room like everyone else.
He's
sitting on a horse.
All the other team principals just do their interviews like at the track or like on a jet between, almost like they're squeezing it into their work life.
Or
Christian
at
Horner
work.
Christian Horner is the only one that's like gone to the lengths of like, I'm a full blown reality star as well as a team principal now, so I'm just gonna do interviews at home with my wife, and she's not doing anything at the moment, so let's keep her relevant on the telly, and let's go ride some horses on some country lane and call one of them Bottas.
Oh,
yeah, he definitely comes across like that. You can tell that he loves the spotlight, and you can tell because he's definitely one of the ones that appears more often during the races when they do which infuriates me. Which is when they do the couple laps into the race. They'll go, talk to team principal. How's your race going? It's like, well, he's not going to tell you anything, is he?
Yeah.
You mean during the race, like on Sky?
He loves it.
Oh, he absolutely loves it.
He's on it all the time.
I was just super happy to see the Haas dude back again. I can never remember his name, but he's just having such a horrible reverse race when Mazepin crashed on turn 3. I forgot about that. It's just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Joke.
It's good to have Drive to Survive back. I'm looking forward to talking about it with you guys next week. Tune in next week.
They don't have to manufacture any controversy this time, so there's plenty of controversy. So it should flow better.
Absolutely, it should.
But they still seem to be hyping up something. They're hyping up something between like Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo.
Episode 2 is a McLaren episode, and already it's like
that never. I don't remember that.
Okay, they hate each other, do they?
I don't think they do. But
then, to be fair, Ricciardo had a pretty tough start to the season, didn't he?
Yeah. He's got COVID now, so he's got a tough start to this season as well.
Oh.
So,
I don't know if I'm going back to Australia where it was like super strict lockdown and it has COVID just before it starts.
Yeah. So, race next weekend. First race of the
Absolutely.
season.
Stoked on it. Yeah. Apparently there's an F1 fantasy league. Should we try it?
There is.
I've done it for like the last 3 years, and it's kind of shit. I just forget about it.
Let's not do it. I'm so glad that
it's good, but their website is terrible, and the you kind of between the fantasy football and then you just really do forget about the F1, and then you're like, oh no, I've not set my turbo driver, which is your captain.
There's only 20 drivers, and there's only so many ways you can build a team. And,
yeah, it's not like fantasy football where you're given a bunch of money and you don't have to all choose the same drivers or whatever.
Talking of,
it's more. There's only, like I said, it's more that there is only 20 drivers, so there's only a finite possible combinations.
Yeah. How many drivers are you allowed to select?
5.
5.
You got 100 million, and you have to pick a team.
Oh, really? For like a constructors?
Yeah.
You have to have a constructor and 5 drivers.
Yeah. And it's whereas like fantasy football, obviously you've got 20 teams, but times that by 23.
Yeah.
Maybe 30.
Oh well. I shan't be doing that. Moving quickly on to just a little bit of housekeeping. Welcome again to the podcast. There's a nice little intro there. You can catch us every Monday morning, just in time for your commute, except for the last 2 weeks. We took 2 weeks off.
Doubt.
Doubt. Basically, just keep an eye on your Spotify or your Apple Music or your Instagram and all your socials. That's Class Pod, and then we'll tell you when there's an episode up. We took 2 weeks off. I've been having some issues over here in Sri Lanka with some power cut issues. We were meant to have one at 1:30. It's now 3, and it's not happened yet. So, just a hindsight there.
I too like to live dangerously.
I do. So
Danger Pod.
I might stop.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Danger Pod.
Long Johnson.
And you guys had a bit of a heavy one last week, which is why you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Was there anything you were celebrating, or was it just like a generic Hive Till 5?
It wouldn't have been fun for everyone. Duncan's birthday.
It's my birthday.
There we go. That's what I was hoping for.
See?
I was hoping for a...
You have to take 2 weeks off the pod when it's your birthday. So
your birthday, yeah, exactly.
Mandatory.
We'll take another one off in May.
Duncan's not copping a load of shit for it, that's all.
Yeah.
that's true. It's 2 weeks off for your birthday.
I mean, he's the one that keeps this pod alive. He's the only one that's done 33 episodes, so...
Duncan is the podcast.
He is the podcast. He is class.
Keep the streak rolling on.
Speaking of rolling on, shall we roll right on to the first of the few topics? Did you like that segue, Duncan?
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
Keep on
Smooth.
rolling.
And you've written top of the topics in the Google Doc. You've written Eddie and kids go on an adventure next week.
They do,
and I am intrigued, which I put in brackets because I have no idea what you're talking about.
They do. This is like an advert for the next week's episode. So we need to
maintain the suspense.
Maintain the suspense now. So next week, Eddie and Kid will be going on an adventure, listeners. Tune in to find out what that adventure is.
Do I get to find out as well?
You don't know what the adventure is today. You might find out off the recording. Gonna play the Twilight Zone music.
Oh yes.
Okay, so tune in next week for an adventure time with me and Eddie. I don't know what's happening, so yeah, that's the end of that.
That's part of the fun.
That is part of the fun. So moving on, shall we?
Yeah.
To the Batman, big movie that came out over the last week. I've seen it. Duncan's seen it. Eddie, have you seen it?
Yeah. No.
Yep. No. Nice.
Definitely not.
So you can have a look on what's next to come. Duncan and I are going to have a chat, or we can try and sell you on the movie if you're not actually that keen to see it.
Just can't be arsed going to the cinema. There's time for that.
It just feels like pure shit and wants Batfleck back. That's what it is.
I miss him. I just want him back. So sad.
Just want him back.
Too many snakes in the world.
Yeah.
Too many bats.
No, I've just not been to see it yet.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Probably won't go to the cinema, but no spoilers.
I have. Duncan has. We won't do any spoilers
No.
until Eddie's actually wants to see it, or until it's on streaming. I think it's going on streaming pretty quickly after being at cinemas. So.
But it'll be on Amazon, won't it? And then it'll be...
Or it'll be HBO Max, and you'll have to get a VPN.
Yeah, HBO Max. Although, is that not on Sky? Or is HBO not Sky?
You'll still probably have to rent it on Sky.
Yeah,
probably.
Sky will try.
They're not idiots.
But Duncan, what did you think about the movie?
Wicked milk.
The first sort of 15, 20 minutes of the Batman is probably one of the coolest opening segments of a Batman film I think I've possibly seen ever. I thought that was really, really well done and really good. I thought the film itself was excellent. The casting was excellent. I even thought Robert Pattinson was excellent as Batman. I think the one thing that possibly lets it down is the back half of like the third act, where it doesn't quite know how to get.
I know
to the
exactly
ending.
what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
And there's a couple, like the ending itself, the final act itself, and then the actual overall film is excellent and big. A big shout out, I guess, but big fan of the music. I thought the music was
very
excellent.
much a standout for me as well.
Yeah, the music was the standout was the music. That would be my short review.
Review.
But that would be it.
For me, I totally agree. Casting was spot on. The acting was incredibly done. I thought Zoe Kravitz did a really good job. Robert Pattinson, he played a really, really like great emo Batman. Like he was just so sad and so like dead inside as to what he's like had to deal with. And I felt like there were certain things that they did do really, really well with his character, but there were other things that I felt they could have done better or like elongated a bit, especially his relationship with Alfred felt a bit thin, especially what happens later like in the movie. And I thought you could have like bit the bullet and had this actually happen, and then suddenly this happens and then you're meant to care more.
I worked out with.
It's hard to speak about that without it being a spoiler.
There's actually the thing with Pattinson's portrayal of Bruce Wayne that was getting a lot of stick and sort of Batman. And people were saying, "Oh, he's a great Batman, but maybe he's not such a great Bruce Wayne." But when I watched it, after hearing that and then watching it, the way Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is written is a lot of it. He's coming the character's moving from being Batman to Bruce Wayne almost straight away, or there's no separation. So really, he's written like even if you'd had but like let's say Ben Affleck is Bruce Wayne, right? If you write the Batman if you write Bruce Wayne like that, you're going to get that performance because that's the way the character was written. Yeah. Whereas instead of in other Batman films where you see a very clear separation between
the two,
Bruce Wayne and the Batman, they're like completely separate. Whereas this one, they seem to be very like
he's
merged.
The Batman, and it's he says it in the opening segment as well, where he's saying it's been 2 years of just nights, and he's become a nocturnal animal. So he's sleeping during the day, and he's waking up during the night, and just putting the Batman suit on. And I genuinely feel like in his head, this is year 2 of being Batman. He is Batman. There is no Bruce Wayne right now. It's because I'm Batman. He's literally like. He walks different when he puts the Batman suit on than he does as Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, he kind of like feels a little awkward and doesn't really know how to hold himself. But then when he's Batman, he has this sort of swagger about him and this confidence. And I feel like that's what they were trying to go with, is he's more inclined to being the Batman because he feels safe being the Batman and that he's actually doing something right for Gotham. And then when he's Bruce Wayne, he can't do anything. So he doesn't do anything. And I think Alfred points that out at one point. He was like, when's Bruce Wayne going to make an appearance? You know, it's been 2 years.
Yeah. That would
and
be
I feel like
yeah.
that's why he's not that philanthropist, high society Bruce Wayne that you get in the Nolan Batman, because he's like, I feel like they accelerate it pretty quickly in terms of time.
Yeah.
And you talked about this whole thing with Nolan in time in the Batman trilogy, that he's obviously been Batman for a while, so he's comfortable now being Bruce Wayne and like driving these fancy cars and being fancy and doing all these fancy things and being a Wayne. Whereas the last person you would expect to be Batman is, sad little Bruce Wayne whose parents died, you know? And he's become a bit of an emo. But yeah, I really, really liked his portrayal of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Super loved the fact that it was a detective movie, a kind of a noir movie, because of that whole... He almost doesn't say anything for the first half of the movie. You know? I got very Drive vibes from like the Batman character to Ryan Gosling's character. Like very silent, very like says one word answers.
Oh, right.
He's always the smartest in the room. I really, really liked it. I felt, again, the third act, I spoke to my brother and Lloyd about it a lot. But the third act, I was kind of like, they could have done this a bit better. They could have done, why did the Riddler do this? What was the point? And yeah, the ending was good, and it kind of set it up for sequels. And I think they're making like a little mini series or something on Arkham Asylum.
They're making some sort of Arkham Asylum TV series with Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon.
He was an amazing
Lieutenant Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Westworld. It's going to be Westworld,
he's
Arkham.
in Westworld. He's in Westworld, and that is on HBO. So because that's Warner Brothers, so you can kind of join the dots.
So maybe it will be on like Sky Atlantic or something like that.
The TV show might go on Sky Atlantic, yeah. But apparently they're making some. It's either Arkham Asylum. They were planning on doing like a Jim Gordon thing, and then they thought, "Now let's turn it more into sort of an Arkham Asylum mystery."
It's a good movie.
Could be cool.
And for listeners that are listening or watching, hello. Go see it. Don't expect a superhero movie, is what I'll say. Because of the fuck ton of Marvel shit that we've had recently, everyone's expecting, it's Batman, he's a superhero. His, like, semi-title is The Greatest Detective. And this is a detective movie. Think a more PG version of Seven, there you go, Batman, the Detective Comics. Think more Seven, the Zodiac, and Prisoners, but less R-rated. I think there's one F-bomb dropped at the start, but it's very much not an R-rated movie. It's not scary. There are some scary bits. There's a little jumpy bits, but it's just filmed really, really well.
Yeah, there's a couple of those. Eddie, you would get a kick. You would get a kick out of the Batmobile. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
The Batmobile's sick, and just the whole framing and stuff, and the way that the thing's been shot. I think I found out that the same guy that did the cinematic, I don't know what the job would be, the cinematic framing of the movie. Cinematography, there you go. He did Dune, he did The Batman, he did The Mandalorian, and he did something else. But they all look visually stunning. And I'm not, this guy's probably going to get a lot of work in the future, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's class. Go see it.
That is class. Yeah, it's a class movie.
Let us know what your opinions are. Drop us a little tweet or a message on the gram.
To go, but it's no Batfleck, is it?
It's no Batfleck. It's Robert Pattinson.
Shit.
Are you going to go see it? Are you going to go? You could go to like a 10 a.m. showing. There'll be no one there.
I just can't. Time for the cinema.
It's adulting.
He's adulting. He's being a
if you go after work, you've got to have your dinner before you go, and then by the time you get out, it's like 11:30, and you've got work the next day. Oh, disgusting.
Ugh, disgusting.
You've got to pay for it as well.
It is it is a long film this time.
It's not 3 hours. I was listening to.
It's 3 hours.
It's 3 hours, and they were mostly bored.
Genuinely, I didn't feel it at all. Actually, here's a funny thing that happened. The only time I felt that it was a 3 hour movie was when halfway through the movie, I got an intermission.
Oh, wow.
This is just Sri Lankan theatres. It was an hour and a half into the movie, and then all the lights went off, or the emergency lights went on, and the screen switched off, and I was like, "Fucking another power cut!" Like I was raging, and then the screen showed up with this intermission sign over it, and I was like, "Well, that's new. I've never experienced
for that length of film. Did they not do that for Lord of the Rings?
I think they must have,
or
at least Return of the King.
That's what they need.
Because
and literally,
if you need to pee, you need to pee, and then you don't have to miss the film.
It seemed like a thing. It seemed like a normal thing though, because as soon as the lights went off and the screen went up intermission, fucking everyone got up, went for a pee.
Did they not have it
got
for
some more
Spider-Man?
snacks.
I thought you went to see Spider-Man.
They didn't have an intermission in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man probably wasn't 3 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
So maybe
like
it's
2.5
just 3-hour films.
But then,
That's
so that happened, and
That's
I
a
looked
good
at my
idea.
watch, and I was like, "Oh, we have an hour and a half left." And it got to that point where I'm like, "Well, like a major thing's happened now. Like, what? We've got an hour left. Like, what's going to happen?"
It's
yeah,
funny
that's that Act
there's
3.
The cinema we went to does free refills on juice, but you
Amazing.
don't want to leave the film to go get juice.
That's
you're
how they
kind of
get you.
thinking, whereas if you get the intermittent, yes, it's like you get free refills. It's like, yeah, but I'm never going to come back out to get the free refill unless I chug the whole thing before the movie starts.
What if you buy one, and then you say, "I'm just going to take my free refill now and get another empty cup, and then fill that up"? Will they allow you to do that?
I don't know. That's a good test.
Free
I'll
refill
go
is
back to the
basically
cinema
buy
now.
one get one free.
Or maybe the free refill aspect is actually more you're going to try and chug all this to get a free refill, but the joke's on you because the refill is you having to pee in it so you don't miss the film.
Hey.
Potentially.
Or the free refill. Could you use the free refill on your way out? And then you leave with some more juice.
Definitely not going to be.
Take that diabetes juice home with you.
Yeah. You just look at the cashier as you leave the cinema and be like, "Just going to get my free refill."
Yeah.
Wait for the bus.
As I leave your establishment.
No,
could you take the cup back with you next time and get it refilled?
The biggest bugbear isn't actually that. It's paper straws. Don't last 3 hours in juice.
Suck.
You got to pick up like
I'm all for
straws.
paper straws and helping the environment.
It's such a first world problem.
But it's so annoying. Especially if you're like a straw chewer. People that chew straws, those paper straws just like dissolve.
Are you saying you're a straw chewer?
I'm not, but someone is.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Shall we move on from that?
I think we're better for your safety.
I think we best. We've already mentioned that Sri Lanka is having a gas crisis, and I might have a power cut somewhere between now and the end of this podcast. Do you guys have anything else to talk about? We've got
to talk about.
What would you like to talk about?
What's everyone watched this week?
Ah, yes. Well, Eddie and I already talked about Drive to Survive. Duncan, what have you watched this week? Kick us off.
Still watching through Inventing Anna and In From the Cold. And
nice.
Mainly been just been on playing Xbox more than I thought. So that's probably why I haven't watched as much.
Have you been playing Elden Ring?
Was it on here that I talked about Cop Shop? I can't remember.
Yes.
No. Did you?
Yeah, I recognize the name.
Maybe we did. Talking about Cop Shop, that was a film I watched recently. I need to find a film for it this evening. What? I don't know.
Don't watch The Weekend.
The Weekend? Why not?
Yeah. It's shit. Fiona liked it, but I just thought it was shit.
What's it about?
This girl goes to visit her friend in Croatia, and then they go out for a big night out, and the girl wakes up and can't really remember anything, and her friend's not there. And then her friend turns up dead, and yeah.
Ooh.
It was based on a book, so it's kind of one of those books. But the movie was very
like a thriller, sad thriller.
The screenplay was written by the author of the book, so it's probably very close to the book, and it's very it was just a bit shit.
We did start watching Cobra Kai. Actually, one of the things we didn't, because we went to see the Batman, but yeah, we started watching Cobra Kai season 4 finally.
Nice.
Peaky
God,
Blinders.
that show is so 80s.
It's so bad, but it's also quite
so
good.
I was saying to Kat that what Netflix really wants to utilize the writers for Cobra Kai, because they've done quite well with using source material and actually, writing it where they know it's cheesy, but it's still, like you say, so bad but so good.
Yeah.
I went, wouldn't it be funny if they hired them to do their Power Rangers reboot?
Oh, that would be so good.
Because they
really
seem to have
bad.
the knack for it being so bad but so good. And I thought, that's exactly what that show was. When you were
the best I can describe Cobra Kai is you watch an episode and you go, this is so shit. Like, this is so unbelievable. And then it ends on such cliffhangers that you're like, yeah, okay, this is the next one. Let's go for the next one.
It's got that Reacher effect.
Reacher.
God, I'm watching that.
Something I'm going to get into this week for sure.
Do you know what? You've had 2 weeks.
I've been busy, man. I've been super busy. Getting the surf on, Just treading the
Get
gnar.
surf on. Surf on must be coming to an end, though. It's not like out of surf season.
Well, no. The surf season ends at the end of April.
End of April.
But we're basically a week away from our tail end trip. So we started off in October with a 10-week instructor trip. And now we're at the 10-week instructor trip that bookmarks the end. Which is going to be, it's quite amazing that we've only got 3 months left.
You leave where you are now and go for like a trip around the island.
Yeah,
surfing.
so we start off here at the surf camp, and then we're here for a month just training them because some of them might be beginners, and it's just
people come out to learn to be surf instructors.
So it's kind of like the thing I did in South Africa, and. Yeah, they come, we train them for, I think, a month. And then on week 5, we go up to the East Coast because that's where that season will start. The great thing about Sri Lanka is October to March, you've got the West Coast season and it's dry and it's sunny and there's waves. And then literally like a switch, the rainy season starts, but then the East Coast becomes sunny and the waves turn up and stuff. So you can basically stay here all year. And then you've got different rainy seasons.
I don't understand how that works, so it must be magic.
Neither do I. It's a weird climate. Science.
Magic. It's not science.
So we go
Praise
up
be
to
unto Jesus.
We go up to Abe with these guys, and they do right-hand point breaks for a week straight. And we kind of get a little bit of time off because we use another surf school to just train them up. And then we go up into the hills and do some hikes and go and see Candy and go to some temples and climb Adams Peak, which is a big mountain. It's like a pilgrimage for some people.
Bet you love Adams Peak.
I love it.
Hey.
All the way to the peak. And then you
do
get
you
to
go from the
do you go
from the tip to the bottom?
Do you go from base to tip? Yeah.
You go from base to tip, and then there's a bell you can play with at the top.
I was going to say, don't neglect the ball.
It's much faster going back down afterwards as well.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Once you've made it to the top, you get back down a lot quicker.
I bet, yeah.
And then after that, we come back
easier the second time.
Come back to the surf camp, and then they do their instructor course and their lifeguard course, and then I think I'm gonna have a week here after that's finished. I'm not sure, and then we fly back. It's the first year, actually. I think I'm actually not going to be home for my birthday. No barbecue.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, oh no! What a shame.
Oh wait,
no. Finally. Oh yeah.
And then I'll be home for the summer, which is cool.
Oh well, we don't have to feel bad about having a party at my house for you when it's your birthday.
Yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. But what am I watching? Can I also say what I've been playing as opposed to watching? Because I've been playing more things because of power cuts than watching things.
Yes.
Is that allowed?
What have we been doing this week? We'll change it.
So there's power cuts, so you've no power, but you've been playing things.
Yeah, because I've got a Switch.
Is this podcast friendly?
With yourself doesn't count.
Yeah.
No, with my Switch.
The joystick's fucking knackered.
With my Switch and my phone.
Joystick drift.
Yeah.
Joystick drift.
It's always going right. What the hell?
So
what's wrong with my joystick?
I'm counting to 10 in my head before I say anything. So I've been listening actually a lot to there's a new album that came out by one of my favorite bands right now called Gang of Youths. They brought an album out last week and I've been loving it. If you haven't listened to Gang of Youths yet, give it a go. Both of you guys, you might like them. They've got some good tunes. That's been very good. And I've also completed Banjo-Kazooie on the Switch. Finally,
nice, yes.
For the second time. Stoked on that. And I'm going to start playing Majora's Mask because on the online Switch Nintendo emulator, they've just released that new Zelda game. Not new Zelda game, but a new Zelda game within the N64 thing. So I'll give that a go. And then also, I think I mentioned to you guys in our chat, I've been playing and obsessed with F1 Clash, which is you are a cunt horner, and
did you get like enough ads on Instagram that you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna play it?
I genuinely think that's where I've seen it, or it was like YouTube, and I was like, fuck it, I'll give this a go, and I am so stuck into it, it's annoying.
Sir, yes, we got one.
We got one.
We got him.
Our marketing worked.
Oh my god, how did it work?
Hold on, I've got someone at the door.
Oh.
Have you?
But we're still recording.
Hello, it's the fashion police. I would like to arrest you.
30 minutes?
All right there, sir. Just need to check inside your asshole.
TSA. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Diabolical.
Diabolical. Oh, yeah, I started watching that, isn't it? That's actually...
I'm 2 episodes
Diabolical
into that.
as well. I completely forgot I started watching that.
I'm a bit
nice,
meh
The Boys,
on it.
yeah.
The Boys. Boys?
I'm a bit
The
meh.
Boys.
More boys is good.
Boys.
More of the boys.
Yeah, Diabolical's very funny. We've got 2 episodes left of that to watch. That was... Yeah, it's excellent. It's funny, the one episode's obviously you can tell was written by Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty because there's a guy that sounds exactly like Morty.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I noticed that. And then
once
their
you
eyes
hear it,
are all
you can't not unhear it.
drawn the Rick and Morty way because their eyes have all got that thing. Yeah, that's like episode 2, I think.
Second one, I think.
Yeah,
That's the one with the kids that get left by their parents because they get shit superpowers. That's so
like
funny.
boobs for eyes.
Is that part of it? The shit super.
Was it not like Mexican flag water?
What's the one? There's Mexican flag water, and then there's what's the guy with the heat?
What does that even mean?
Crotch or something?
Oh yeah, like atomic crotch or something like that.
What does Mexican flag water mean?
So he is water, but he's water in the color of the Mexican flag.
That's it. That's his power.
So shit, yeah. But he does drown his parents in the hot tub at the end.
That's sad.
There's a guy who turns into animals, any animal he wants, but he also takes on the personality of that animal. He doesn't keep his human personality.
Oh, really?
So if he turns into a tiger, he just becomes a tiger.
Oh, right, and he has none of his own personality at all.
No human emotions.
No idea what he was angry at.
Yeah.
And can he turn back to and from?
No. I think it has to wait a bit until he just
he
does.
waits a bit or he calms down or something. But yeah, it's
so when he gets angry, he turns into an animal.
No, just whenever he wants. It's not whenever he wants, and then he's like, "Oh no, I've turned into a gorilla." Fuck, I don't know. Like,
can't remember what I was angry about.
Yeah.
I need to watch this on Amazon, right?
Yes.
I think I'll watch that as well.
15-minute episodes.
Oh, easy. Lucy was into The Boys, I think, or her sister was. So maybe she'll be
into boys.
Into The Boys.
Into The Boys.
And boys, as in general, yeah. Sorry about that, by the way. They want to change my door.
All right.
It's probably because it's slightly off kilter because you've hung so much shit on the back of it. Yeah, I've been playing the Halo Infinite Battle Pass. Completed that. Halo Infinite's pretty good actually. It's better than it's getting better. And then they've also released a Battlefield patch, which I need to have a look at.
Whoa.
Oh, have they?
So it's playable.
It was playable, but I'm not sure what they've done with this. So I think they've just added deaths to the scoreboard because infamously they only had kills but not deaths, so you couldn't see how bad you were doing.
Can you guys hear that?
No.
Okay, cool. They're fixing the door.
The Coke can all over again.
They didn't fix my door. I've just taken everything off it. But they're fixing the door next to my room, and all I hear are power tools now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit
Dale, is that? I better not be power tools.
Power tools.
No, it's just brushing our teeth.
Jesus Christ.
No power tools.
No power tools.
brushing my teeth.
Sorry, Duncan. Carry on.
No, it's
I'll
okay.
try and zone out these power tools.
Yeah, so there's the Battlefield Pass, or the Battlefield update I've not played yet. But they, like I said, they've added kills and deaths now, so you can see how shit you are.
Oh,
I can't believe they got rid of that. I thought that was like a main thing in those games.
I'm not sure what they were thinking.
KD. Well, your KD always showed up. It was very difficult to see how many deaths you'd had. It was mostly around just kills.
Yeah, and there wasn't a scoreboard at the end which showed you who was actually, but who was getting carried throughout the, or who was just sitting in a vehicle doing nothing.
No kills, no deaths.
No kills, no deaths. Just assist.
So you're hoping that Battlefield is slightly better now with this little patch.
It definitely won't be fixed with this little patch, but it is a step in the right direction.
It's going to take a whole lot more than that.
They did make the mistake of releasing it just before Christmas, and when a game like that releases before Christmas and then there's bugs and they need to patch things in, and then people down there then say, why is it taking them so long to build a scoreboard or whatever? And it's kind of, well, if you think about it, you moan about quality. They were off from December through. They released it in late November, December, or early December. Then you have January. They're probably still on holiday, and then, by the time February, now it's March, and then people were moaning about quality, so they make sure it works, sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully it'll fix.
Yeah,
but who knows?
Who knows? One day. What else have you been playing?
The prophecy will be foretold.
That sounds very Elden Ring of you, Eddie.
Just because I'm an elf person and I have a ring. I don't know. I don't understand Elden Ring. Is Elden Ring the new Skyrim?
Elden Ring, as far as I'm aware, I feel like I really want to play it. And one of our main fans of the show, who genuinely interacts with us a lot, he was the one that laughed at the fact. Remember when we were taking the piss out of people that go into photo mode on PlayStation and Xbox? Yeah. He's that guy. He loves doing that.
I didn't realize we were catering to those people on this podcast.
Yeah,
we made that.
Well, we're taking the piss out of them. We don't care to them. We don't want him here. But he's here, and we can't do anything about it because it's a podcast. But he's been playing Elden Ring, and he sent me some atrocious photo mode photos. But the game looks good, and I've seen a few YouTube videos on it. It looks fucking solid. So I don't know if I'll play it. It feels like a Dead Souls.
Can we do a question and answer, Duncan, where I ask basic as fuck questions and you just tell me if I'm
if you're right or wrong?
It's not by the same people that did Skyrim.
No.
So it's nothing to do with Skyrim.
Yeah.
Correct.
Is it everything to do with what was that TV show?
Witcher.
Lord of the Rings. No, with the dragons and shit. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. No.
No.
But it's made by that.
Well,
it's
written,
something to do with that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, written by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay, right.
George R.R. Martin.
Is it very open worldy? Is it very much like Skyrim?
Yes, I know this isn't yes or no, but it's more akin to Breath of the Wild than it was Zelda than it is Skyrim.
Correct.
It's an open world, but they don't give you very many many markers or mini map. There's no mini map.
There's no mini map. There's no direction of where to go. Basically, you talk to someone and they tell you how to get there, and you better have had a little notepad next to you because you should have written it down.
It's very old school in that approach.
It's a bit like easy Minecraft. Okay.
Yeah, the open world is actually a lot more like Minecraft than I guess in a way than you would expect.
Do you have to craft your map?
No, but you have to craft quite a few things.
You get that given to you. Okay, that's cheating.
You do. You do, okay, but you don't. You can't carry a map, or you get the big like pause map, and that's it. But no, it's good. It's solid. It took me like 20 goes to kill like one boss the other day.
Apparently, the first main boss, only like 50% of people have like killed it.
He's tough.
Have you killed it?
Or it's tough, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, I managed to
You're
get it last
part of the
night.
50%.
Part of the 50%.
Is it a frustrating game? Because it feels like a game that I wouldn't want to play. Because
There
like
would
Breath
be
of the
rage
Wild,
quits.
which is effectively smash A.
There's two things that would make people would make people rage quit. The first is the absolute bullshit when like you think they're going to do a special attack and they don't, and they do something else, and that's when that boss absolutely sideswipes you. And when the health bar is like that close, really, really close to being, you're just about to kill them, and then it just one-shots you off the map. You're like, oh, son of a bitch. And the second one is that when you die, you lose all your money, and then you can then go and pick it back up.
From your corpse.
But if you don't pick it back up before you die again, it gets lost because it's replaced by the stuff that you dropped that death, which would be nothing because you didn't pick up your old cash.
Yeah.
So there's no time. There's no time limit to picking up what you've dropped.
There's no time limit, but let's say, for example, you're Duncan and you died during the boss battle, so the money's in the boss arena, which means that when you respawn into the boss arena, you've got to run past the boss, like run
You just
past
have to
the
run
boss to get your
straight
money.
to your dead corpse from before.
yeah, basically, you've got to. Basically, what I was doing was that you can spawn like 8 companions. So like I spawned this giant like jellyfish, and then basically the boss is like, "Ooh, I'm going to attack that." I'm like, "Cool, I'll see you later." I'm just running to get my
You
money.
spawn a jellyfish and it attacks the jellyfish.
Yeah, it attacks the jellyfish.
Nice. And have you made your guy look like a samurai or a weird wolf? I've seen 2 different helmets.
I've got there's loads of different types. There's a samurai one was pretty cool, but I went like it's called a confessor. It's kind of like a warrior, almost like a warrior priest. And he's it's weird. It's some sort of like Templar type deal.
You must diddle 12 children this round.
That's why it's called the Elden Ring.
Play with my Elden Ring.
and we have the title of the podcast.
Baste it with your tongue.
Amazing.
Come now, children, pray with me.
Do you think
I'll take a couple of videos next time I get a bullshit death.
Does it take time to get into, or should like most people try and give it a go?
You have to want. It sounds stupid, but you kind of have to want to play it. It's kind of it will take time to get into the whole how it works. How some, like I said, there's some things you think are bullshit, and then you realize it was just you making a mistake. Like it punishes mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can just jump in and play quickly. Which I know we've talked about.
Is it just on Steam just now?
No, it's PC, Xbox, PlayStation.
Apparently, it's running better on consoles.
It is definitely better on consoles.
Is it on Game Pass?
No.
No, it's a brand new game.
All right, fuck that.
It would be
but
£60.
They did add Guardians of the Galaxy to Game Pass, so
yeah, but
that I'm excited for because apparently that's a really good game.
All right, it's only £45. That seems cheap for a game these days.
It does actually. Yeah, I was expecting 60.
Yeah. No, it's only
how much DLC is there going to be that you need?
There'll be quite a lot. Yeah, that's true.
And not free DLC.
No, they'll make you pay for it.
Pay to play.
Yeah. I think the other big thing about it is that they don't explain anything to you. So if you get lost or whatever, you're kind of stuck.
Is there any? There's no sort of like,
say
you're fighting someone, or a thing, or an alien, or whatever you're fighting, monster. Does the character ever talk aloud and be like, oh, I need more potions, or I need to learn to do this? No.
Nope. No,
how do you figure it out? Do you talk to like townspeople, or
you just got to use your brain, or so you just stumble across something? So, for example,
stumbling across is a bit annoying.
The way the boss
so
is
hard.
So much effort. The way the boss is, for example, I spawned that jellyfish. Other people have gone around the map, picked up a couple other things, and then gone and done it. And their method is completely different because they've just stumbled across.
Very much like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit!
So it does work, but it's taking some getting used to.
Is it similar to Breath of the Wild in that you can use elements to your ability as well?
Yes.
like fire and water and wind and air.
The jellyfish uses poison.
I see.
Duncan.
So there's poison buildup.
No, but I mean, like if you
Does
set
it-
fire to the grass, there's then an updraft because fire and stuff. And
I don't think you can. There's not so much environmental stuff like that, but you can do. If when it's raining, fire spells don't work as well.
no,
When it's super sunny, rain spells don't.
Does it hurt to know, Duncan, that the current speedrun record for Elden Ring is 37 minutes and 15 seconds?
that is disgusting. I might have to sit.
insane.
I might have to sit and like click through that just to see how like glitchy it is.
I've got quite into speedrun videos recently of just like games. I watched someone speedrun Pokemon Blue.
that's funny.
And they did it in like 8 minutes.
Oof.
8 minutes.
Pokemon Blue in 8 minutes. They didn't even have to fight a gym or the
Oh, they just find like glitches
Elite Four.
and stuff, don't they?
yeah, Elite Four. Yeah, there's like glitches.
It's not completing the game; it's getting to credits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's completing the game.
That's what I don't like about speedruns.
They get into the basically the guy got into the end scene where you go into like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
the Hall of
with
Victory.
with his one Pokemon.
That's really good. Nice. I might
Victory
give
Road. That's it.
Elden Ring a go.
It's good, but it's a patience builder.
Oh, I had a question.
I can confirm. You had a question?
I forgot.
You guys,
Okay.
you guys set your team yet, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done half of it. I just need
Setting mine now.
to see if I can work someone else into the team.
I've still got my team because I only did a free hit last week, so I've still got my team from last time, and
Ouch.
most of them have double game weeks, which is nice.
Oh, nice. Piece of candy.
Piece of candy. I might
Piece
leave
of
it.
candy.
I might leave it.
Do it.
I actually had a really good week the week we did the podcast. I did the podcast from the cupboard, and I meant to set my team, and I forgot. And actually, the team that I was going to put in would have done way worse than the team I forgot about.
Nice.
I know.
That's
Good.
a small victory.
We didn't mention it, but it is good to see you back in your local, in your actual office, with the
Yes.
That's Class poster and mug.
Not stuck in a cupboard.
Yeah.
Needs must.
Sorry.
So
Space.
What are you thinking about?
Trucks? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about just thinking about cool stuff, like just driving
look pretty
lorries
cool.
and reversing them and stuff. Do you like it? It's
You
my
look
new,
pretty
it's
cool.
my new
For
look
audio
video.
listeners,
You look like a truck driver.
go and look at the video because Eddie looks pretty cool.
I just keeps me anonymous. Don't want
Deal with it.
Don't want our future Russian overlords.
Oh,
to,
so you're the guy
be
that
able to-
cyber attacked Russia.
Yeah. Don't want my. Oh look! Oh. Don't want the future Russian overlords
John
to know
Cena.
what I look like. Can't see me. Just thinking about trucks and how it'd be fun to reverse one up, and if you reversed it, it would probably go like beep 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 beep. Da na 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 na. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba-da 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 ba-da. Boom! Trailer time.
Welcome everyone to a
It's like a
podcast within a
remake.
podcast, Trailer Time, hosted by Eddie, but mostly hosted by me because I say it as a joke and he doesn't host, so it's fine. Where we talk about trailers that we've enjoyed over the week, and we want to talk about Duncan. You've changed the system as well, and every week now you're going to find a hot piece of garbage.
There's a hot piece of garbage in there, yes.
Yeah, so good trailers that we find class, and also a hot garbage trailer as well. Do you want to kick it off straight off the bat to the Obi-Wan Kenobi? Because we all love Obi-Wan
Yeah,
Kenobi. You guys
think-
love the prequels. I love some of the prequels. But what we do love is Scotland's own Ewan McGregor.
Yes, I think everyone's very excited for this. I mean, Duel of the Fates still hits you, and you kind of go,
Hype. They know exactly. Disney knows how exactly to hype everyone up, and it is Duel of the Fates every time.
it's a good trailer. Once again, it's a good trailer.
Yeah. But the trailer didn't give anything away.
No.
No, which I like. I like the fact that they didn't show Darth Vader because we know Hayden Christensen's back. We know Darth Vader's going to be in it. You don't need to show it in the trailer. Wait for the show.
Yeah, you did.
Wait
Yeah, I
for
was
the
saying
show.
Show
that- I
me,
was
don't
saying
tell
that
me.
to- I I've seen that to Pidge. It was kind of, you said, "Oh, they're gonna have like Palpatine or something." I said, no. The big reveal's Darth Vader. That's what they're after. But they're gonna wait. It's just you have to wait and wait and wait.
Better not be like last.
And what I also
episode.
like is, obviously it's in Tatooine, and you see him creeping on Mini Luke with his little binoculars, and Mini Luke's pretending to be a pod racer, which is cool. Reference. And I also quite like the fact that it's not all going to be on Tatooine, because for The Mandalorian and Boba Fett was primarily on Tatooine, except just 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, we're Disney, and we're going to introduce you to the Star Wars universe, but exclusively Tatooine.
Exclusively Tatooine.
They've had the Tatooine problem recently.
I quite like the fact that they're in this...
Tatooines are permanent. Okay,
like Neon City. The Neon City looks cool. And I don't think it's Coruscant.
No, it's not. I suspect it'll be one. I bet you it'll be one from the Clone Wars or something.
Yeah, because they've got
put money on Dave fucking through the book. Like, where did we go again?
Filoni.
Big Filoni.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Dave didn't do this though, did he? He probably looked over it, but I don't think he is.
No, because it's Star Wars for telly, so he must be. He will be involved. He's basically George Lucas. So if they go into a planet, he'll
make it.
He's the one that gets. Yeah, he's the he's like the keeper of the lore or something.
Keeper of the lore. But Eddie, you've not seen. Sorry.
Anything else?
No, that's alright.
You've not seen Rebels. You've not seen Clone Wars. You've not played Fallen Order. So you probably won't have any reference.
I tried to play Fallen Order, but it was just fucking shit. So I got bored.
Disagree. But Fallen Order introduces Inquisitors like it does in Rebels or Clone Wars or whatever.
Rebels.
What I quite like is that Duncan's probably gone, holy shit, it's this Inquisitor, it's this Inquisitor, it's this Inquisitor. Whereas I know who they are because of the video game, but I don't know who they are personally. And I feel like I quite like that because we all know Star Wars fans like to have a hissy fit about how people look. And apparently this main Inquisitor is like a guy that people know. And they're like, oh, it's having to get used to the fact that he's a live action version rather than... Apparently the art style is quite significant. So you must be quite hard to sort of develop that art style into a real life person. Alien. He just looks like a Star Wars alien to me.
I think one of the things that was pointed out that kind of got lost, it was an early picture because I've seen this outrage on like Reddit and stuff.
Classic Star Wars fans. It was
the character, the Inquisitor has Rebels had very kind of stylistic, kind of the wrong word, but it was kind of a very unique style to their characters.
Yeah.
So the guy that's playing, I can't remember who's playing the Inquisitor, but like you say, it's live action. Okay. The Inquisitor in the Rebels does kind of look like the person that voices them, which is Jason Isaacs.
That's right.
So you can picture Jason Isaacs being the Inquisitor. The other problem is that the type of alien that the Inquisitor, or the species that the Inquisitor has already been in a movie. So they've already had a live action version.
Have they?
In Revenge of the Sith. There is when he goes to the planet with all the holes.
The planet with all the holes. The one. Eddie's favorite planet.
Phrasing. Boom.
Was there an Elden Ring?
Was there an Elden Ring?
There was 2.
Many.
Both have been destroyed.
Destroyed. Casted into the fire. There was basically that species of alien's already been done in live action, and therefore people are kind of saying, but you've already established that that's the look. Now, there are things about prosthetics and stuff, maybe they can't wear them, it's all sorts of stuff, but
budgeting reasons,
many reasons, but he looks good, and as long as the voice works, I'm sure everyone will get over it pretty
Was
fast.
that not him on the voiceover?
Yeah, that was him in the voiceover.
The active hunting Jedi.
He sounds very Inquisitorish.
Yeah, sounds very English, very evil.
Yes. Why are all the best villains played by Brits? Jason Isaacs is the voice in the
animation
in Rebels, but is it Rupert Friend? Am I?
Friend, Rupert Friend.
Oh. Rupert Friend. Oh.
And then apparently Han is in it. The guy from Tokyo Drift. He's an Inquisitor.
Oh yeah.
Well, how did they get? Do they have RX-7s out there?
He's still alive.
Rupert Friend, yeah.
Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend.
Yeah, Jedi Friend.
Tell me.
It looks good. I hope it's good. I hope they've saved some budget, like they've saved money up from Mandalorian and Boba Fett and put it all in this, because Obi-Wan Kenobi
It's only 5 episodes, so that hopefully
and it says
will...
limited series, so I imagine it's a one and gone.
It's it's one and gone, and it's 5 episodes.
Yeah. It's just good to get Ewan McGregor back.
He's already got 3 films about him.
He is my main reason why I like the prequels is Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. One of the top reasons. Yeah. One of the top reasons. I really like him. He's good.
I'm just saying you've never seen Kenobi and Jesus in the same place. So.
You've not actually, no.
Yeah, I have.
The Bible.
All the Star Wars films. Obi-Wan Kenobi's played by Jesus. God.
What you never see Obi-Wan Kenobi on is a bullet train, though.
This is true.
This is true.
Maybe there'll be a train fight in there.
That'd be cool.
Kenobi, but yeah, that'd be amazing.
Who do we see on bullet trains? Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt.
We see Brad Pitt on bullet trains.
This movie looks trailer.
This movie looks class.
Yeah, it looks fucking ace.
I like how Duncan's like, have you watched the trailer yet? Yes, we have.
There has been.
I'll have you know, I have watched 1, 2, 3, 4 of these trailers. That was written down.
4 of 6.
4 of 6.
I completed them all. My Pokedex is complete.
Nice.
That's
yeah, Bullet Train. It looks excellent. It looks kind of wacky and very sort of John Wick-esque.
Yeah.
But all in like one location, so kind of cool.
And you've got what's his name in it again? The guy from Eternals and Atlanta. He's been
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No.
Aaron.
No.
Do you know what I'm on about?
Joey King. Brian Tyree Henry.
The big guy
Andrew
from
Koji.
Maybe that one.
Was it Brian Tyree Henry?
Yeah, the big guy from Atlanta who plays like the musician, and he's also in Eternals.
E. Ryan.
Gotta be Ryan.
D Nice.
D Nice.
We got D Nice here.
Jay Quallen.
Jay Quallen.
Tim Othie.
I'm looking at you, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. But yeah, I mean, it just looks like a bunch of assassins or whatever trying to get a briefcase on a train.
Hennessy. Shago Hennessy.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Do you know when it's out, Duncan?
Bullet Train, I do not. When I put that trailer into the page, it must have been like a week ago.
It was 2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks
ago. It
comes
comes out on July the 15th, exclusively in movie theaters.
Nice, thanks, Eddie. That's why you're here. Get that Google on the go.
Excellent.
Looks good. Looks class. Looks. You said very John Wick. I agree. It looks like. Yeah. Is it directed by a, like a stunt guy?
David Leitch.
Is it the director of John Wick?
I'll tell you. Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2.
Oh, that's what it reminds me of. Atomic Blonde.
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
David Leitch.
Oh, John Wick. Yeah, he did the first John Wick film.
Nice, there you go. It's the action style and like the camera move.
Uncredited director.
He was probably part of it because I think the director of John Wick was Chad Stileski, who was Keanu Reeves.
Chad Michaels.
Chad Stileski was John Wick's was Keanu Reeves' stunt double in The Matrix. So that's where he learned all his stuff.
Nice. Looks good. I'll probably see it. July. I'll be home. We should go see it together.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. That's Class goes to the movies.
We'll vlog it.
Okay.
Absolutely not. We won't do that.
July 15th. No. I will not be going to the cinema.
Also, we can't go without Eddie. Otherwise, he'll call Human Resources on us.
Hey, next trailer, Human Resources. This looks ace.
It's the guys from Big Mouth, right?
It is Big Mouth.
It is Big Mouth.
It said,
without the kids.
Well, in the trailer, it said written by the people from Big Mouth.
It was kind of obvious when the horror monster and stuff are in it. Yeah.
Yeah. From the creators of Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah,
I need to get back on the Big Mouth train because I've missed like the last 3 seasons or whatever.
Oh, season 5. What? Yeah.
How?
Just not watched it.
What?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
What is this Bush League?
What is this, Duncan? What mug are you drinking out of? Just use the same mug.
I made two mugs of.
Finish
hot
one
caffeinated
mug and pour
beverages.
whatever you have in the other in your other mug. Branding. Stay on brand. Speaking
only one with branding.
Speaking of brand, actually, let's segue. Has Eddie stopped wearing Leeds stuff on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he was going to rip open the jacket there.
I was hoping he
Get a new
was.
Leeds t-shirt.
I was hoping he was.
I've only got so much stuff, and
Have you got Leeds pants
no.
on?
No.
Is there anything Leeds near you?
No.
It doesn't sound like it.
No.
No, okay. Yeah.
Apart
so
from
I
these
need
sweet sunnies.
He's been leading us on.
Hey.
No. Oh, no, wait, there is. Yeah, there is.
And it's
the, Central
it's a
History,
book.
Leeds United. It's all the fun times. So it's up to 2002, so it doesn't have the sad times in it.
Yes.
So it's
That's something. Was that not news, or did I dream this? Did Leeds not sack their manager?
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I was like, that would have been something to talk about in the pod.
No. I'll leave.
But you say that, eh? But welcome our special guest for this episode.
All the way from Argentina. I just cry. I'm so sorry. What have we done to you?
So shall we talk
human
about
resources?
Human
does that
resources
come out?
looks good. And the one that I like the Logic Rock. But
Yeah,
that bit alone was very funny. In the trailer.
Sit down. I promise you will get off the plane. Oh, March 18th. Damn.
Yeah, man.
That is next Friday.
That's it. We're ahead of the curve.
Oh my god, I'm going to have to binge it.
That is a bingeable show as well.
Oh, very.
I wonder if I'll have to finish Big Mouth.
You might have to finish season 5 because the human resources appears in season, but not
5.
in this.
Oh,
not in this
really?
capacity.
So this isn't as big a thing as I brought out to be. Like, this is a new
it's
show.
still big. It's still big, but we have visited this bit recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, the Love Bugs, for example, are season 5.
Oh my god!
Season 4, I'm pretty sure.
Is
They're in
season 4 not the?
Have you guys looked at the cast?
Yeah, it's mental.
The voice cast is insane. Hugh Jackman plays the addiction angel.
Yep.
Helen Mirren plays the shame wizard Rita. Fuck me.
If
Jermaine
anything,
Clement.
this show, the one complaint I have about this show is that they seem to have attached it to a human again, and I kind of wish that they just kept it with the random skits with different humans rather than just one human.
Randall
I don't
Park.
know if
is Randall Park not the guy
attached it
from
to one person,
WandaVision?
have they?
I hope not. I hope they have multiple people that like random different stuff.
Is Randall Park not the guy from WandaVision and Ant-Man? The policeman.
Randall Park. Yes.
He plays
He's
the Logic Rock.
He's one of the MILF guys from
Randall Park. Sure, that's not John Cho.
Oh, maybe it is John Cho.
Oh,
John Cho from American Pie. Whereas
is that
Randall
John
Park
Cho?
is Jim
Right.
in The Office.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
God,
yeah,
how
Randall.
racist am I?
No, Randall Park is in the WandaVision then. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he's in one division. It was saying he's not. I don't think he's the MILF guy though. From
Oh right,
No,
it's
he's not.
what Eddie's
Yeah.
saying.
I've just been super racist.
You've been super racist.
Just ignore me. Open your eyes, Edward. Look at him.
Who do you think you are, Hush? Hey,
Hush is racist.
Hush is racist.
wow.
Right, we have 10 minutes
That's because he has the unbearable weight of massive talent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good segue. The Red Band trailer, I genuinely had to log into my Google account because it was like, this is a Red Band trailer. Can you confirm your age? I'm so glad I did.
This looks. So is this your garbage movie pick? I'm joking. No, this looks really good.
How dare you?
This looks,
No, this looks really good.
It's the most Nick Cage movie in the world, and I can't wait for it.
Is meta? Is that the word where it
Yeah,
Is that
it's
the correct
definitely
word?
meta.
It's very Facebook.
playing himself? Hey, tee.
yeah, to be honest, it's one of these trailers where we could talk about it, but people need to go watch the trailer for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. And if you like Nicolas Cage, I think this will be an excellent film. It's original concept, so I hope it actually does well in the cinema. I hope people really enjoy it and it gets good reviews.
I think Nick Cage has a following,
22nd.
a big enough following that people know that he's either good or bad. But he's
Nicolas Cage, good or bad.
It's Nicolas Cage. Like, you go and see it anyway. I think people will go and see it. I hope.
Yeah, I hope so. And it's funny because he goes from direct to DVD stuff, and then all of a sudden he's done the one Pig, which was like really critically acclaimed.
Was it?
Yeah, and I don't know. I've not watched it yet, but it was critics loved it.
Say the line,
really
Duncan.
Well, yeah. Where's my pig? And then,
yeah.
And then he's gone to this one. I'm kind of hoping that this is like the resurgence of Nicolas Cage. Maybe we'll get National Treasure 3.
Oh, we're not. I actually saw that the other day. Nicolas Cage has confirmed he's not a part of National Treasure. There will not be a National Treasure 3, and he has no idea what's happening with Disney Plus and their National Treasure reboot.
Aww.
Which is a huge letdown, because that would have been a sweet trilogy, because I love the first two.
Okay, we need to move on from sad times.
Happier times.
A Day to Die. Oh.
Podcast's favourite actor.
we have a phoning it in Bruce Willis. We have Kevin Dillon of Entourage.
I love it. Victory!
I think, is Eric Bana in this as well? I might have to reopen this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I kind of... Okay, I watched this trailer and thought, that looks alright.
Frank Grillo, another one.
I thought this looks alright. Okay.
It does. That's the thing. These are one of the... That's what's so funny about these films, is that they would have used to just gone straight into like the sort of bottom middle row of DVDs in Asda. But they're...
Oh, it's out. It's on demand.
It's on demand, yeah. And,
so it kind of is straight to DVD.
It kind of feels a bit like a Friday Fajita movie.
What's it going on demand to?
Just on demand. You just demand it and it'll arrive.
Okay, I demand a day to die and then I just get shot. Psych.
And then Bruce Willis is obviously got the lead. Bruce Willis is obviously the lead actor. He'll probably be in it for about 60 seconds.
Hey. Is this #1 movie for Bruce Willis this year? We should keep track.
Ooh, yes. I will look that up. And then, of course, but then when he's not in he's probably sitting playing Pokemon the remakes, Pearl and Diamond, getting ready for Violet and Scarlet.
Are these remakes, are they?
Violet and Scarlet? No. I'm saying he's sitting playing the remakes of Pearl and Diamond, waiting.
Okay.
I thought it was a good trailer. I thought the reveal, that Pokemon music, once it's a bit like the Jewel of the Fates.
Just like Jewel of the Fates. Yeah.
That Pokemon music hits, you kind of go, ooh.
You're like, okay, gonna catch me.
You have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Hello, what's that?
It looks good. I like that. The Wii announcement trailer was quite cool.
I also quite like the fact that right at the start of the trailer as well, it was like game footage not complete. So like, because you look at it and it looks pretty janky. In terms of graphics and like models of Pokemon and people and stuff running around.
Is that not just what
they've moved it to Arceus, haven't they?
Is that not just what like the graphics are like on a Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, but it looks worse for some reason.
Do you know what it is? I have discovered I don't know if I said this to you guys, but the Pokemon Arceus engine is the same engine that was designed for the Nintendo 3DS.
Oh damn!
So they're just basically adding bits to that. They haven't actually made a new a Switch.
They've not made a Switch engine.
That's a Switch engine. They're basically just bolting bits onto this like expanded
classic
3DS
Nintendo.
Engine. So hopefully, well, it's not actually Nintendo. It's Game Freak, who are obviously the guys that make Pokemon. Let's face it, I think we could probably accuse them of being a bit lazy with Pokemon, considering 100%. How many times it's been the same for years. And now they're finally giving an open world one.
I've heard Arceus is the closest thing to what people actually had in their head when you were a kid playing it on your Game Boy.
Well, I think this one will be closer because they're going to probably move in a lot more of things like, you can just do a route.
Yeah, like and hopefully like gyms again and things. Because gyms are good and the whole process of it is good because it's an RPG. But like, the fact that I think Arceus doesn't have gyms, I think people missed.
This is Bruce Willis' second movie of the year.
I was waiting to say that. Yeah.
Second movie of the year.
We're on one.
How many will he
2,
get?
3,
What do you got? Predictions already.
5,
We're on number 2 and we're in
5.
March.
I've got 5 more for this year. And apparently one that's already in pre-production, but supposedly is in pre-production now, but should be out later this year, which sounds like a very quick turnaround.
So you're saying
that one's
Fortress
got Bruce Willis, Chad Michael Murray, Jesse Metcalf.
Oh, damn!
he's still acting?
Callback.
Is he not still shooting hoops in wherever he lived in One Tree Hill?
What is this?
Down by the Lakeside Court, whatever it was called.
Riverside Court.
Riverside, mother truckers.
It's all right. We've said how many times in this episode?
And another one.
Just a little bit less.
It's more for me to figure out where we put them. That's right.
You have to listen back.
This one's This one's near the end. It's fine. Shall we end it there, boys?
I think so.
Nice.
Bumper episode, because this is what happens when we don't talk for 2 weeks.
I know. So thank you very much for watching or listening to the podcast. We are obviously on Spotify video now as well, and YouTube. Everything is uploaded same day on a Monday, or whenever I find time to upload it, or whenever I have power, because it's Sri Lanka and we don't have power anymore. Luckily, the podcast has ran for an hour and we still have power, which is class. But if you want to contribute to the topics, you can find us on all the socials by searching for That's Class Pod or That's Class Podcast on YouTube. Let us know what you find class. We'll probably put it in a future episode. It's yet to happen, but we'll keep saying it and people might do it, probably not. You also catch our faces everywhere else on social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's all. And Spotify and Apple Music and things, wherever you listen. Leave a like, leave a comment, rate us. There's a rating system and stuff. Share us with your friends, lie to your friends, tell us it's the best podcast you should listen to, and then we get more listens.
Don't lie,
like
it is.
It is. It's class. Why would we call it That's Class if it wasn't a class podcast?
That's true.
So yeah, we'll see you next week. I hope you have a super day. Say goodbye, Duncan.
Goodbye, Duncan.
And as Eddie says at the end of every episode of That's Class,
goodbye.
It's a bit underwhelming.
I forgot about it. It's been 2 weeks off. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Anything off the top of your head? Wearing those sunnies?
No, not really.
Bye, everyone.
Phoning it in. doing a Bruce Willis.
Okay, cool. And stop.